to putting on my long sleeve iron jaw. Feels almost as good as putting on my leather jacket. I have always believed the road to excess leads to the palace of wisdom. I got it bent all the way over here.
Please make your voice be heard.
And I'm leaving society to move out to the country and smoke crystal meth with rednecks.
Maybe you have a differing opinion than us. Maybe we're completely wrong, and you are the one lone person in the world that is right.
That's why you're here tonight. Eventually, me and Dave Jarvis are going to Hollywood.
But guess what? Some of us are actually pretty friendly.
Yeah, but most of us suck.
Fine, upstanding young man. Fine, upstanding young man.
Smoke weed.
Come on in where it's warm and toasty here. Blow your brains out every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Please do participate in the show tonight in the comments. We'll see you there. We'll bring you up on the screen here. I am Rick E. Warden. Thank you again for being here. With me is the one and only Ariel. Yeah. Of Against All Odds. And joining us also, we have, of course, Dave motherfucking Jarvis.
Hey, Dave.
Ha-ha. All right. Remove the stone of shame. Attach the stone of triumph. Hello, Brainiacs. This is your weekly dose of flabbergasted kerfuffles and demon fetal harvests. Do you have the time to listen to me whine? We shall go forth to the people to reveal Rick's plan and multiply upon them. It can't just be sex. It just can't. Like my Aunt Mary Ellen used to say, if you're not at the table, you're on the menu. Now eat me. Nothing ever shocked her. She witnessed her mother being assaulted by a gang of Turks and would have found it amusing had it not taken so long. She had a heart devoted to prayer and a stomach that stretched across state lines. She didn't drink hot liquids of any kind because that's the devil's temperature. She said it wouldn't amount to anything, but what does she know? She's from Vermont. Bunch of mud farmers and sheep rapists. And here is today's clickbait. This past weekend was Valentine's weekend, which means a bunch of stupid people did a bunch of cheeseball crap in the name of love. In keeping with this tradition, Benny Blanco filled a bathtub with queso for Selena Gomez's extra cheesy Valentine's Day gift. This also tracks with V-Day last year, as the hitmaker rented out a movie theater for Gomez and stocked it with her favorite foods, Taco Bell, nachos, and hot Cheetos. And in December, he proposed to his fiancée over a picnic of Taco Bell carryout, because nothing says Grand Prairie quite like a white trash Taco Bell party. In other news, Matthew McConaughey, Woody Harrelson, Dennis Quaid, Billy Bob Thornton, and Renee Zellweger recently teamed up for a new ad called True to Texas to encourage the Lone Star State's legislature to create new incentives for film and TV productions in the state in an effort to create a new Hollywood in Texas. So get ready for a Starbucks at every corner and cops in short shorts riding scooters that putter. In local news, Jason Scott is currently looking for a vocalist for a new project featuring former members of Low Gear, Crankfish, and Social Jab. Looking for a vocalist that sounds like Corey Taylor, Creed, Ice Nine Kills. Become the band of the millennium. You know, when I was a kid, I looked forward to the new millennium. I thought to myself, I'm going to live through a change, a massive change. Things are going to be different. Things are going to be great. Screw it again. Every day since then has just been one more step towards returning to the primordial ooze from which we once emerged. With that, please welcome to the stage Lorelei K. Welcome, Lorelei.
Hi.
Just a little taste of what you're in for the next 2 hours. For those that are not aware, Lorelei K does dream pop, which is not a style of music that we normally do here. But you know what? I am a firm believer in branching out. And you know what? At the end of the day, we're here to celebrate and promote local music. So thank you very much for coming on the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Hell yeah. Thank you.
All right, so everybody check out the new single, Car Accident. It is out now. And Gucci Doom, out now on Idol Records. And you recently played a show up at Cheer Up Charlie's in Austin on the 25th. How did that go?
It went great. I love the crowd at Trips, and pretty much every time we go to Austin, we play there. It's like sort of one of my favorite venues in Austin, and we played with this project called Hex Partner that was this really cool sort of like kind of this insane like mixture of like drones and also like harp and like intense like vocal structure things, and that was really cool to see. So it was a good night. It was a good night. I loved our set list, and it went really well. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a couple of Dallas things coming up. We're doing a show on the 28th at Rubber Gloves in Denton, and then we're also playing at Club Dada in Deep Ellum on March 25th.
Nice.
Nice. Very cool. You know what? I do apologize. I jumped the gun. I was wondering, Ariel, how was your Valentine's Day?
On my Valentine's Day, we're really boring. We don't do anything for Valentine's Day. But so I guess it was good. I did have to work though, which kind of stink. But you know, not too bad. Gave out little Valentines to my patients. They seemed to think that I was cute, and that's all that mattered. Made somebody smile. What about yours, Dave?
Very cool. Valentine's Day, that was a Friday, right? So I worked my usual shift at the warehouse and came home and watched I Love Lucy till I passed out.
Oh, that's a good one.
What are y'all saying? Is this not Valentine's Day? I love you all.
Oh, we love you too, Rick.
Happy Valentine.
What did you do for Valentine's Day, sir?
I'm doing it now. This was it.
Oh.
I'm celebrating with you.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
here's my fake Valentine. Yeah.
There you go. Lorelei, did you have a nice Valentine's? Did you do anything special?
Valentine's Day is also my cat's birthday, so
Oh.
yeah, I celebrated my cat's birthday. She just turned 3.
Oh.
Yeah, she's precious. She
What's her
might make
name?
parents at one point. Her name's Baby.
Oh.
Yeah, she's precious. She's a tuxedo kitty.
I have a tuxedo
Watch out.
too.
Hell
Watch
yeah.
out, I'll have to break out my kitties.
Oh, no. It's a pet parade around here. We love it.
We love pets.
Well, they're all indoors. It's cold out.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's awful.
Lorelei, where are you from?
I'm from Flower Mound, and then I lived in Denton for a really long time, and now I live here in Dallas.
Oh, very nice.
Always from North Texas.
Yeah, I'm from Carrollton originally.
Cool.
Yeah, so not too far from Flower Mound.
Yeah. It is a suburb.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you miss Denton or Flower Mound?
I still go up to Denton a lot. My producer, Michael Briggs, lives in Denton, and that's where we record. So I'm there pretty often, especially right now with the project we're working on. I don't ever miss Flower Mound, though.
Yeah, I've known a few people from Flomo, as they call it. Yeah, they weren't big fans either.
It's just not much to be a fan of. I don't know. Especially, I don't know. It's such a nothing city. No shade.
It exists.
Yes.
But now you're in the big time. You're in Dallas. You're seeing the sights. You're smelling the smells. And how is Dallas treating you?
I like Dallas. I spend a lot of time in Cedar Springs because a lot of my friends do drag, and so that's kind of where I go out the most right now. If I'm going out, it's that kind of like Oaklawn area.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like it out here.
There's like a conservatory for the arts or like a theater, Dallas theater, something like that. I remember I went up there one time for like a summer course in just acting, and that was such a great time, man. That part of Dallas is really cool to be around.
Yeah, that sounds really cool.
And then around the corner is, of course, Hunky's, which is some of the most delicious burgers you will ever taste in your life. Shoo.
Yes, yes. Yeah, very good. Very, very good. We were playing Sue Ellen's once, and my bassist husband bought us all food from there, and it was fucking awesome. Really good.
Yeah, there's something about a smash patty that, you know, the crispiness of the patty is just divine.
How old is that place?
Oh, dude, that's been around since at least like the 90s. I
I
remember
was gonna
my
say, so
dad
it's got all
took.
that delicious grease and everything caked into that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the original, the OG grease, as they say.
OG grease.
Yeah,
Love
right.
it.
Well, today's a special occasion because we normally do rock and metal. We've never had dream pop before, so explain that style of music to our friends and families out there.
It's sort of atmospheric, and at times it's really dark and heavy, honestly. So it's it kind of exists. What I'm describing is like the Lorelei K sound. I use dream pop as sort of like the overarching definition of our sound, but really it goes like quite a few places. The new material is actually really quite heavy. I do a lot of screaming in it, which I haven't ever done in my music before, so it's kind of going in a interesting direction right now. Sometimes I even just call it like alternative or alternative pop music too, just because it definitely evolves, and my music that I'm making right now doesn't sound like my last album or the album before that or anything. It's kind of like becoming new again.
But that's good. I mean, that it's evolving and changing. I think artists should always grow and change. There's always going to be a part of them that's going to stay the same, I think, throughout their entire career. But it's really cool to evolve because I think, too, like your fans. I don't know, for me, for some of my favorite artists, every time a CD came out, it was the album of my life that year for some reason. It had always spoke to like whatever turmoils I had that year.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
Yeah, and yeah, like on that note, kind of, I definitely write to the changes in my life, and it's one of my favorite things about making music is being able to kind of look at this archived sort of mood journal. I don't know, it's like kind of seeing it change and like where my headspace is at and everything. It's kind of evolving.
Yeah, and I don't think anybody has an intent to like, I'm going to evolve into this.
Right.
I think it just kind of settles into you, and then when you express it, it comes out in all the right ways that it's supposed to.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yeah, we it's like this collection of songs I've been working on for a while that we've approached them a bunch of different ways too, which is very new for me, is like creating a fully constructed version of a song, listening to it, and then altering it again and like changing the direction. And it's changed directions a couple of times now, and now it's at a place where I'm programming all the beats myself and getting more into the production side of things. So it's been exciting. It's feeling very new right now.
Are you liking though where it's going? Like, does it feel
Yeah.
natural? It doesn't feel very forced or anything like that?
It doesn't feel forced. It feels super, super natural. Like, last year in particular was like a big year of change for my project, and our lineup changed, and now it's just a trio, and it's playing to more like drum machine type beats and doing more like synth based music. And in some ways it feels like I'm returning to like my original form, because like what I started with was very like sort of synth pop. But then again, this is like still so much heavier than that, and so there's just this like sweet spot that I'm still kind of workshopping what the genre would be called. I don't know.
Kind of figuring that out. It took me a long time to it's a work in progress. We're always a work in progress, forever and always. But I'm not a very patient person, and I get very frustrated very easily. So when things happen in my life, when a lineup change in my band happens, it's devastating for me. I take it probably a lot harder than what I should take it. I'm a little bit more dramatic about it. But sometimes I feel after the fact, when the dust has settled, I feel like that it's made me realize that this had to happen.
Right,
The
right.
reason, do you feel like, even though you've had lineup changes and growth changes, do you feel like it's been more beneficial in your music and in your lifestyle?
Honestly, and what we're really talking about is like me and my drummer parting ways, and yes, like what you described about like that fallout and how devastating it can be. Um, it was like really, really fucking hard for a while, and I didn't really have that sense of direction right whenever everything changed, and um, it took a while for me to like get kind of back on my feet musically, and also to reestablish this like connection to my work that is actually, kind of on the other side of it. Several months past, I'm like looking at it as like a huge blessing to be more connected to my work and really be making music that is like as authentic as possible. Um, so it's been a journey for sure.
It's a great word. Yeah, I never want to get complacent in my life or in my music, but sometimes I feel like when I get a knockdown, it's saying like, "Hey, man, you probably have been here." It's really a trajectile us to do more. When somebody dropped, we're having to pull each other up in ways that we haven't before. Somebody's had to pull and like take care of social media or do something that they normally don't do, and
Right.
it kind of shines a light on what we've been missing most. So it's nice to hear other artists not really struggling, but persevering through the same situations. Because sometimes I feel so isolated
Totally,
and
100%.
alone.
I'm so following that, and it's yeah, I mean, and that's actually something that helps me with like any problems I face in life, is just thinking about the fact that there are so many fucking people on this planet. There's no way that I'm like the first person to be going through any one of my problems that I'm like
Mm-hmm.
facing. You know what I mean? And there's always that sense of like possibility and hope there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
and I don't know why in human nature. I don't know if you feel this way, but anytime I have an issue or there's a disturbance in the force, I want to be alone. I want to be I want to be completely alone. I shouldn't be alone, but I just need to
yeah.
be my person for a moment, however long that moment is. Even though I have all these people around me ready to support me, I just want to be in my own little bubble.
100%. I have like cave phases of my life, where I'm like a cave dweller and it's just my apartment, and I'm, maybe writing, but it's all super like personal and will never be released type beat. And it's like I think those weird times are kind of important, and especially whenever you want to be like an independent and self-reliant person, it's like I've gotten so much time to reflect on what I even want to do with music and my intentions, just through the sea of change and through spending a lot more time alone. And
Well, as an artist, you have many reasons to be out and, not just but to have fun and enjoy your art.
mhm,
The only thing that straps me is just money. Like Ariel, I don't have the money to like I don't have our last show that we did at Dead Dog Barn. I had to stop at the Shell or whatever at the down there off of 20 and bum $5 for gas just to get home to my house. So, I'm strapped for cash. That's the only reason but other than actual money to be able to go out, and I could get so much accomplished for, my whole, what I'm doing with music in my life and blow your brains out if I could just get out and mingle. You know, I
Yeah.
can't even afford the fucking gas.
Well, that being,
I keep Phoenix and take him home on Sunday, and then I'm broke and do everything I can to get back to work on Monday and make enough to keep Phoenix again. Sucks.
with that being said, not being able to get out and mingle and do the things because of money, do y'all feel that social media platforms are beneficial or more hurtful to your goals and your dreams for your music?
Social media feels like a ball and chain to me type thing where you like fucking have to do it. You know what I mean? And it's never been a part of the I guess life of being an artist that you have to self promote so often, and that part of it is just something that I've really like kind of separated myself from, and I really do treat it like business, especially on my like main page where you're getting the news and the show updates and release updates and things. It's I have to approach it a specific kind of way to not let it make me go crazy, honestly.
Well, I encourage both of you and everyone to enjoy more of both of them. Get out and have some fucking fun if you have the money to get out, and use social media to build your empire. Rule the fucking world, gals. Let's go. It's your time.
We're doing it. We're going to take a page out of your book, Rick.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That is, I get so heady and like meta with stuff. Sometimes it is important to just like look at the positives. It's not the first place my mind goes, so that is helpful.
I understand. Yeah.
It gets frustrating for me because it's I don't know if it's working. I'm posting all these things and I'm doing all these things and I'm taking time out of my day to create these little posts and proofread, and I still mess up on a word or something. I'm like, damn it. But then people are like, oh, I didn't know you had a show this week. I'm like, brah, I posted something like every day for a solid month. Why didn't you text me?
Right. I totally feel you. It's such a rat race at times, but I guess there are like positive parts about being able to like at any time share about your newest release or whatever shows you have coming up. And there's ways to like really connect with people, and that's the most difficult part of the whole thing, is figuring out your sort of angle and perspective. And it's like an ongoing thing for me. I don't really I wouldn't say I'm like, a master at social media by any means.
No, but that is a beautiful segue for what we can get into. Gucci Doom, out now on Idle Records. Gucci Doom, that's a great title. I think of like the most terrifying purses in the world. Take us through the story behind the doom that is Gucci.
Yeah, I mean, okay, like we wanted to name the album something that rhymes with Gucci Doom, but is also a trademark fragrance. And it's a lyric in the title song, Gucci Doom. And it's just a descriptor for the essence of the work that I was making at the time. It's like I attach a lot of meaning to small things, like what perfume I'm wearing or my senses and how I interact with them at any point in time when I'm writing. And then whenever we realized we couldn't use the title we wanted, my mind just sort of like instantly went to Gucci Doom. Just like that was like the immediate response whenever I got the email from her saying that we would be like dealing with a lawsuit if we named the album what we wanted to. But then Gucci Doom just really like stuck, and it definitely applies to that body of songs, because it is in a very like, I wrote a lot of those songs in sort of a more nihilistic place than I am now, and a more doomy, sky is falling type headspace. So it's very appropriate. It all just sort of fell into place the way it was meant to, I feel like.
There we go. Right, stick with it.
Yeah, totally.
Now, are you a bigger fan of Gucci than like Chanel or Versace?
I mean, Gucci's dope. Gucci's really dope. I'm always making jokes to my friends, like, so you can buy me a Gucci purse any day now. It's, you know, it's not that big of a deal. Gucci's always the one that I go to. So I don't know. I think their aesthetic is really fierce, and so yeah, over Chanel definitely.
Dude, I was so disappointed by that House of Gucci limited series because I had just finished the book when the series came out, and the book is fascinating. But then, you know, just like with everything else that's based on a true story, they have to omit things, they have to leave certain characters out, and it becomes a completely different story. And that was unfortunate. I don't know if you saw the show at all, but the book is so much better.
I haven't read the book. I watched like a little bit of the series, but I haven't read the book.
Yeah. What modern artists go into the smorgasbord that is your sound?
Okay, I would say like Portishead is in there. A little bit of like that industrial trip hop sort of influence is actually there a lot on the new stuff that I'm working on. I'm really influenced by Lana Del Rey. She's like mother. I've listened to her. Like she really changed like this perspective I had on making music and what it can sound like and what kind of feelings you can evoke. And her poetry has always spoken to me. I love the band Daughter. That's another one that's massively influential to my songwriting. Florence and the Machine too. I really love her. There's so many artists that that are like popping up. Always,
Yeah,
actually,
I feel you there.
but it's always
Yeah.
just like like the influencers and references are from all over the place. You know, I even love like. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, Lana Del Rey, people have been sleeping on her for way too long. Lana Del Rey is one of the most underrated, amazing songwriters that has kind of flown under the radar as far as, you know, Billboard and everything. But she just churns out all these amazing albums. Norman fucking Rockwell is such an amazing album.
Definitely. That one's really good. I love Honeymoon so much. I love Ultraviolence. Like really just like kind of all of them. And it's another one of those things that I really love again about music is like attaching a time period to whenever these things come out and it feeling so nostalgic and there being this like familiarity with the music and like a real relationship with it. I just love her poetry. It's incredible.
I've heard it a lot. She doesn't get enough credit or enough announcement. And I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's because she's in a different realm than everybody else or what. I don't know what's going on in the universe, but yeah, she's very underrated and by many people.
It's the sad girl thing, I think. You know, it's like it's not 4 on the floor club beats or like you know, like anything that's like kind of is not the most marketable, I guess. It's a little more niche. And that applies to the kind of music I make too. So, you know.
Do you ever find yourself like chasing trends musically?
Whenever I'm writing, I usually don't really listen to a lot of music. Like I kind of actively, like if I'm in my car, I'm listening to podcasts. And I try not to take in way too much like audio when I'm writing. So to hopefully like avoid that, you know, kind of that filtering in of just like random noise that you just, you know, kind of like engage with kind of, you know, with not always the most like intention, you know what I mean? Because like if you have something stuck in your head that can like, you know, attack your song a little bit, you know what I mean? I don't know.
No, I completely understand where you're coming from. Whenever I write music, I'm not ever listening to anything. It just kind of comes, and then everyone's like, "Oh, this is vibes of this, this, and this. Is this where you got it from?" Like, no,
right.
Came to me, but I'm glad that you think that it's this, this, and this. So,
Would y'all
Do
like
we
to
have a
listen?
music video?
Yeah.
You better believe this.
Let's find what this is all about.
You could never see my soul. Tell me am I beautiful? In the morning heart in the winter. Down to the core, here I am torn. I wanted to be yours, but you can't breathe in accident that happens to your life, especially mine. All that I want from my life. Just another tattoo on my life. Just to see you start.
Wow, that was beautiful. That was absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Fan freaking tastic, man.
When you created
So,
the
were
video,
you in the
did you sorry.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead, Ariel. Yeah, you're good.
When you created the video, did you have an idea in mind what you wanted to do, or was it like a collaborative thing that you gained your concept, or did you take the music and apply it?
Yeah, I worked with Colt Matheson on this video. We've worked together on several other videos, and this song is interesting. It's like a goodbye to the arrangements that I would write in this period, and it's sort of marking the end of a specific sort of era of Lorelei K. And it's also extremely like autobiographical sort of memoir writing.
Mhm.
And for the video, I wanted to use a little bit of like shock factor a little bit, and use some like kind of grading images. And I also wanted to use those projector visuals that we used throughout the video. Those were all edited by me. But he did bring in a lot of B-roll and a lot of concepts on the day of shooting too, that were his contributions to it as well. So it was definitely collaborative.
That's awesome. Did it take you like one day, or did y'all do multiple days?
It was one shoot day, and then he did an extra day of B-roll as well.
Nice.
So yeah, it all came together kind of quickly. I wrote this song this time last year, a little over a year ago, and just the events that transpired between that song's conception to, recording it and then working on the video with Colt and then releasing it. It was all very like organic, and it's like a sweet sort of sentimental way of saying, yeah, goodbye to a specific kind of sound in a way.
It was good. It was really good.
Thank you.
Whose shotgun was that?
That was actually my bassist's. And we were there at the shoot. Like I just got there, and I was like, it would be sick if we had a gun for this. And Colt doesn't have a gun. I don't have a gun. But so I just texted my bassist and I was like, hey, is there any chance you could bring this? So it's actually, this is crazy. The actual, the gun is a children's shotgun for hunting. It's like sized for children to shoot. It's very bizarre. It's a very bizarre. Doesn't it look really big? I don't know. That's what my bassist said, or at least he said that was the gun he used when he was like a little kid. So I don't know. It was just really it was very like feral and chaotic, including me like licking a gun and like, I don't know, putting these, like, actual car accident footage into the video. Like, I don't know. It was all very like insane,
Well, I liked the music. I liked the singing. The singing was very unique, and it's safe to say the music is unique also. So they both suited well. It was good. I liked it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, very raw and emotional.
Thank you.
So I'm curious. With a three-piece band, normally when you have more band members, it's harder to corral people. Is it easier to corral the other two?
Yes, the choice to move forward in this direction was one that was like, well, this would be way easier to tour with. This would be way easier to pack into a van. And I like my actual car that I use all the time is a minivan, and we can just like, when it's a trio, it's not difficult to, pack up everything and drive city to city and play. So that's kind of, we're working on setting up more tour dates for this year, and it was sort of like a necessity to go this route too. So Yeah, that's kind of my answer, I guess.
I'm excited. So you have a tour in mind, or is it still tentative?
Tentative, but we work with Rocky Road Touring, and we're just kind of going back and forth on dates for if it's going to be like late spring or early summer. And hopefully we'll be going up northeast again because we've done a lot of northwest in our past few tours. So it would be really cool to like make it to like New York and Philly and some of those scenes again, like relatively soon. We're vision boarding it, you know.
That's awesome.
Well,
That's a lot of work.
Word to the wise, I once did a tour up into the Pacific Northwest in the middle of May, and it was still freezing up there. So yes, if you're gonna go up north, aim for the warmer months.
Yeah, that is, yes, very smart. There was this one tour we went on back in like right before the pandemic where we were up in the northwest like in January, and it was like wild. It was like I don't know, it's just like temperatures I'd never felt before. It felt like it was crazy.
Did you get a positive response?
Yeah. I really like playing in Portland and Seattle. We've gotten good responses out there. And then I also like just like the West Coast, like LA and Oakland and stuff like that as well. It's cool to play out there.
Have you been to the East Coast?
Yeah, only once though. So that's why we're trying to say like let's try to go back to the East Coast again and see if we can get some shows out there because you know it would be so lopsided to do another West Coast tour after all the touring we've already done.
Man, well, we wish you the best of luck. And I know eventually Ariel and her amazing band Against All Odds would eventually like to tour. Is there any words of wisdom that you could give a band that has never toured before?
Jeez, it's so emotional whenever anytime I've toured, really, like it's been like a lot of like ups and downs, and you have to be ready to just like kind of deal with the grit of touring and being so close to your bandmates 24/7 and like doing like cheap hotels and making things work. It's like you have to be really like it's like dealing with the wild west, I guess. It's just like I don't know. I wish I had like good advice, but girl, I'm still figuring it out.
I'm in a band with a bunch of boys. One of them thinks I'm a band mom, and I'm like, call me mom one more effing time, and I'm gonna cut. I'm not your mom, and you guys can guess who it is. I'll probably pop on here in a minute and say something, but I can't. Like, you're as old as I am.
Sarcastic.
You are as old as I am. I'm not taking care of you. I will leave you on the side of the road. I don't care. Get your shit together. Get it together.
Hey, he means well.
He does. He really does. I love him to death. He knows every time we go into this like little spiel after practice, I'm like, bruh. But he means he's a lovely kid. Love him to death. Yeah.
Yeah, it's his way of bossing you.
But yeah, I'm like, I need you to make a checklist because I don't know all the things that
Because
you
we
need
know
to
you're the boss.
do, so that I can have the checklist and make sure you guys have all your doodads. And he's like, "Where's my ears? Where's this?" I'm like, "Brett, I literally put them in your hands. I don't know. Put them in your hands.
So
Now they're gone.
She
do
named names.
Y'all all know. He knows. Yeah. Everybody knows.
Oh, we know. Yeah, names have been named.
I really do. I love every single one of my boys. But they're boys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If I had sagely words of wisdom to give you right now, I would. But I also deal with a band full of boys that are, insane.
This is like herding cats.
Yeah, in a way. We're like dogs.
Yeah. Do you ever feel like you'll get show dates or people ask to do shows and you relay this information and it's like crickets? sometimes, or you have to ask them multiple times. I'm like, dude, I just need a yes or no. Yes or no.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Whenever dealing with
Mhm.
promoters and
Yeah, because
you
they
know,
want to
they-
answer now.
Right, yeah. I look like I think I'm on 1% right now. Yeah, I'm on 1% of my battery right now, so I might need to hop
Ooh.
off of that, y'all.
Well, you've been wonderful.
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah, you got to do what you got to do. But yeah, this has been a wonderful interview. And if you're able to hop back on, please do. If not, please come back anytime you like. We are one big happy blow your brains out family out here.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, dang. All right. Well, for those that are just tuning in, please check out Lorelei K, her new single "Car Accident." We saw the music video just a second ago, and the new album "Gucci Doom" out of right now. And there are dates available. That I think she said Rubber Gloves on the 28th of February, and then I think Club Dada in March. I think that's what she said.
Yes.
So please check her out, check her band out. I loved it. I thought that was a beautiful song. And if there's more where that came from, sign me up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you
definitely like
mentioned.
she's-
Go ahead. Just gonna say she mentioned that she works with the Bullet Boys, or that she knows the Bullet Boys or something. And I saw the Rose Garden funeral come up in association to,
Ooh,
looking up
one,
that name also. So
I love that Rick
one of
does
these
like a
days.
deep dive.
One of these days, I hope those guys respond to my email. Rose Garden, I'm trying to get a hold of you. Come on the show. I also noticed that Lorelei, she had a show last year with Black Tie Dynasty, who we had on a few weeks ago. So that's cool. See, everybody's connected in some way.
What was that like the something degree? That saying.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Oh,
know.
6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Bacon.
6 degrees of Lorelei K.
Yes, Lorelei Bacon. La.
You nailed it on that.
Okay,
Man.
so y'all are guys, and y'all
Yes.
have been in bands with other dudes. Do y'all just pick a point person, or is like the most responsible person just like doing the shit, and you just kind of go with it? Inquiring minds want to know.
In my both of my bands, I was the main driving engine. If I wasn't, just doing some of the most basic things like picking up my guitar and playing for 4 to 6 hours a day, and then also singing for 4 to 6 hours a day also, my guitarist wouldn't have responded the way that they ended up responding,
Mm-hmm.
So it's everything. But I was the driving engine. I turned 40 and I had an option to do what I wanted, and I said I'm gonna have approach music as my next career. I fully intended, but I made a couple of mistakes that pitted me. But I did for 8 to 10 years. About I approached music as a profession. So that means I played every day. And I believe that it takes that. And it's only because that's what I know. Everybody else, maybe it's like marriages, there's a lot of ass kissing involved. So, but my approach has always been that I want everyone to contribute, like it's their own. And even though I've written all the songs, and I didn't really have anything to offer, but I at least did offer to, give them equal credit for songwriting because I wanted them to make even their drumming their own. You know, I never asked another artist to play something exactly the way I wanted it played.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise, you would just hire somebody.
Well, I would feel like
that.
I'm not treating them as an equal.
Mm-hmm.
If I had the money, let me take that back. When I had the money, Grego, he played drums on my 2 songs. He wanted to make some changes, and I already had the drum track from Josh, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, sorry, bro, it's got to be exactly like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I paid him money. So there's the difference. And that's the only difference.
What about you, Dave? Because you've been in bands and now your solo career.
Well, you know what? Check it out. Charles Bukowski once said something about writing, but I think it applies to music. So he said, I'm paraphrasing here, but he said, there are moments of total flaming hell when you feel as if you're going mad. There are moments, days, weeks of no word, no sound, as if it had all vanished. Then it arrives and you sit smoking, pounding, pounding. It rolls and roars. You can get up at noon, you can work until 3 a.m. Some people will bother you. They will not understand what you're trying to do. They will knock on your door and sit in a chair and eat up your hours while giving you nothing. When too many nothing people arrive and keep arriving, you must be cruel to them, for they are being cruel to you. You must run their asses out on the streets. There are some people who pay their way, they bring their own energy and their own light, but most of the others are useless both to you and to themselves. It's not being humane to tolerate the dead. It only increases their deadness, and they always leave plenty of it with you after they are gone. So, if you know where you want to go, you kind of have to tell other people that that's where it needs to go. Thank you, Charles.
So Dave didn't lead the group. He didn't lead it. He wasn't hurting the
No. See, here was the thing. Here was my problem. I tried to be democratic about it, and I wanted everybody to give their own piece. And the problem is that there are people that have a stronger will but less talent, and they will sometimes dictate what you are trying to do, and that is where problems could lie. If you have a single creative driving force and these other people don't have creativity but they have a stronger will than you, so you kind of sometimes you got to nut up and say, hey, my way or fuck off. And it can be really difficult, especially if you like the people. You know, I know we definitely had a lot of that with Grain and with Dank. And you know, another problem about that is optics. Optics are a big thing. So, like, half of Grain wanted to work, but we were boring. And the other half didn't want to work, but they were fun to be around. And that's kind of what made Grain, you know, popular amongst people, because it was like they're a band of the people, but they also make good music. And it's really difficult balancing nerds with ruffians.
Well put.
I feel like, so I'm gonna go another direction now. I'm gonna be all over the place today because that's where my brain is at.
I love it.
I just think
I'm ready
about
to
all the bands that we've interviewed throughout. This is tier 2 or 1 for me. I don't know. All
It's
the
real
bands,
close. If you can take a minute to recollect, or
Yeah,
maybe
you're
2
coming
minutes.
up on 2 weeks. Yeah, you're coming up on 2 years, I believe.
It's really hard to believe that it's been 2 years, right? It feels like forever in a good way. And I know that it's only been a very short time, but I feel that every band that we've ever come across, it seems like they all band together. I'm going to start stealing my song lyrics. They all seem to band together through whatever odds that they've been through, right? Like some, it's just kind of a hodgepodgery. You know, other bands break up and then, you know, the collective souls get back together in a different group or whatever it is. But it's amazing to see that they're all the bands that we've interviewed and all the artists that we've interviewed, all the different lifestyle and lineup changes that they've had, and they're doing it. You know, they're still grinding, they're still making music, and they're still pushing forward. And it's wicked to just think about how these people come together. I mean, I think one of the members in the Oklahoma band Electric Graveyard they drive like 3 or 4 hours for band practice. Same for the bass player in Vane. He drives hours for practice, and they practice a couple times a week. I mean, it's just insane how the universe gravitates these people together and puts them in like a little family. And this is it. This is you guys.
Yeah,
In a
it is
world of
weird.
others.
Yeah, man. You got to accept who you are, unless you're a serial killer.
Yeah. I feel like I'm a weirdo to be around if you know who I am on a more personal level. I'm really pretty tame with everybody else in general. But I can't believe that my bandmates are still here and they're like, man, we thought you were so cool. We just
How are things working with your bass player?
Oh, so great. Elliot's amazing. We have a new song that we're gonna play Friday.
Yeah,
And
that's right. This Friday.
sent it to the boys. Ben had sent all the tracks to me and he's like, can you write to this? And it took me months to write to because my brain wasn't in it. And then finally it hit all in one day, and then I sent it out immediately, and the guys put it together in 2 weeks. So it's kind of exciting. But yeah, Elliot's amazing. Really great.
Yes, I am so glad to hear that.
Adding a little bit more noise to our sound.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can get some volume.
Oh yeah, it's only like a short. Oh, and Elliot, he took our little thing and he put it in a thing, and it made the flames flame. Or it's
Oh,
our heart.
Elliot did that?
Yeah, so he did the flames.
That's kick ass.
He took our artwork and then he put it in his little computer system. And
Now, who did the eagle on the spread eagle one?
he did that too. So
There
the
it
whole artwork was designed by somebody from either Warhog or somebody else. They designed the flyer, and then Elliot took it and put it in his computer system, and it did this. But it only does like 6 seconds worth of video. But I go, that's dope.
Well, thank you, Elliot. And how about that? The benefits of bass players.
Contribution.
Yes. So let's hype up this show this Friday out in Denison. What do we got going on? Looks like a stacked lineup, if you ask me.
It is very much so. The lineup was a little bit different when it first started out, but I guess it's changed. So now we're opening, which is kind of nice because then we'll probably play and then hang out for a little bit and then leave because we have 2 hours. I have 2 hours and Brett has 3 hours driving to do. But yeah.
Hey, lovely people. Excuse me while I do this. I got to kiss the sky.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If you find it hard to laugh at yourself, we would be happy to do it for you.
Okay. So lots of things going on. There's lots of shows at the end of this month, this weekend and next
Yeah,
weekend.
but there's none better than this. Spread eagle against all odds. Warhog got a stacked deck this weekend.
It's gonna be
That's right.
dope.
So who have you been dealing with now that Jerry doesn't book up there?
Nobody's contacted me.
Well, here's why. And if you guys don't mind, I'd like to interject this because it's important. Thank you to Jerry and Elmo Jones Productions because he booked this show and didn't really have to. He did it just because he loves Spread Eagle and he wanted to help book a good show for Against All Odds. He speaks very well of Ariel and your band and your music and is happy to have been able to book this show.
Yeah.
That's why you don't really see him promoting it is because he's not promoting shows at Red Rock Saloon anymore.
That's what I heard. I was kind of sad because we've been trying to get on a bill with him for a hot minute, and it was finally one that we could make it out to. And we're like, oh, this is nice. I mean, we've been trying to get out of the DFW area and kind of spread our wings a little bit. And so when he asked us about spreading, I go, oh my God, didn't we interview that band? That would be awesome if we could play that show with them and make a personal connection.
Right.
So it was really
Yeah.
kind of him to always think of us.
Hey, they're a great band and great people, so it is a great connection. And Ariel, you have every reason to enjoy life from an artist perspective. I don't know about your inner struggles, so I really can't speak to that. I just try to speak, of the way that I think of life, and that's get out and have some fucking fun. And you have every reason to, because I'm honored and stand behind that you're one of Dallas Fort Worth's best female vocalist of all time.
Thank you.
You're the real thing. You can really sing. And if you had that opportunity, however it happens, like a Kelly Clarkson, I watched Carrie Underwood win. That's really the only season I paid attention to, other than I went back and watched Nikki McKibbin's. So anyway, you have a beautiful voice and everybody enjoys your singing. There's nobody that I've spoken to at all that doesn't speak well of your singing. So you have a great voice and you have every reason in the world to, enjoy your music, enjoy your art, creating your art, and then also sharing it in all of the ways, performing live and meeting your friends and everything, because that's what you have before you, is to enjoy that as much as you want.
I'm really thankful that you say things like that, because I don't often, I stress out too much about life and things, and I love singing and being on stage, and I always wonder if I'm ever good enough, and it's not about that, and I lose sight of that sometimes. So it's very kind that you say these things. It makes my head a little bit bigger each day. But
Well, that's just being human. We're all, just human at the end of the day. But if you can sing, you have a gift, and if you work hard at it, it shows. And so here you are, and it's an honor. We love you.
I love you guys too. Thanks for all your support. It really does mean a lot.
You're gonna have a kick-ass weekend.
It's gonna be so awesome.
Oh man, and with Elliot too. Yeah. God, I wished I could be there.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do something fun on stage for a new song. Some people might take it the wrong way, so I might have to do like a disclaimer.
Fuck do it.
You played this stage before, right?
What?
No,
You played this stage before.
No.
No, this is the first time? Oh, okay.
All right.
What about you? Advice? And should I be worried?
No, I haven't been there.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna come overly prepared.
Good.
Well, I'm gonna real quick interject here on this. I know Jerry'd love to have you over at the Heavy Metal Hall of Fame.
House of Fun.
Coming up in a couple of weeks, they got the Mistress of Puppets coming in, and
good old Kelly Musler, you're awesome.
And then check this out, they had Electric Vengeance last weekend there. This weekend is Panic is this weekend at the Heavy Metal Hall of Fame, right there in downtown Arlington on the corner of Mesquite and Mesquite and Abram. Okay, and here in a few weeks, you got Don Jameson coming up of That Metal Show band, or That Metal Show with Eddie Trunk.
Dude, I've asked so many of these acts on the show. I hate how high bands get after they talk to me.
How high? So, Ariel, I just wanted you to see that he's got some people coming through there, and y'all might enjoy an evening over there playing at the Heavy Metal Hall of Fame. But
The House of Fun that I called it. HOF.
Oh
And
yeah.
the way it's HOF.
Take some selfies in front of a Jackson. Yeah.
There's a lot of cool
Uh,
shit over there. You know, obviously he needs money like anyone else does to do it better. But hey, there's a lot of cool shit there, and you know, he's trying to do it.
yeah. Maybe Mr. Freak and the Freak Show can make a special appearance. Nah.
Yeah, that would be way more difficult than a grain reunion. Assure you.
Oh wow.
Now,
All right.
hey, here's my offer though. I would anybody that stepped up and played it. You know, it's not easy to play, and I wouldn't even expect them to play like because some of the leads are a little long, and I enjoyed them. It was fun. But if someone wanted to play the songs and maybe shorten the leads, even hey, I'll sing that shit. Hell, they're my songs.
Nice.
Yeah, when you
Nice.
listen to Mr. Freak and the Freak Show band, that's my heart. Like I worked for hours and hours and hours for a couple of years every day with these fucking guitarists to, you know, and a lot of musicians to get those songs as good as I could, you know, and it's my heart. Like I wrote the, you know, the melodies, if you will, that's the simplest way to put it, to all the choruses, to every song, to all the verses, the bridges, everything. The only thing I didn't write, and it's okay, you know, this is how music works, you know, or the transitions, you know, a couple of the intros, stuff like that.
No. Okay. Crazy idea. Just throwing it out there. Brett on drums. Hef on lead guitar. And let's see. Who's a good one? Hey, let's get Elliot. Elliot on bass. And then, yeah, one night only.
You
Yeah,
know,
well-
Ben's actually really good at bass too. He's actually really good at bass. He plays drums, guitar, bass. He plays a mandolin. He is multifaceted in instruments, and he plays bass right now for fighter pilots, and he does a great job.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
thanks for having fun with it, David. I appreciate it. And just put it on the wish list. You know, a lot, you know, it's just money. Really, I'm so broke. I don't have the money to like, my amp had a problem, but it's really my guitar. My guitar's got a fucking Floyd Rose whammy bar on it.
Oh, that
Yeah,
sucks. Those go out of tune so quickly.
Well, it's the real problem is one of the screws for one of the strings for the B string, it like strips out, it gets stuck. That's the best way I know to put it. And Buddy Blaze made the guitar himself, and
Oh, no shit.
when he was alive, I could just take it over to him and say, "Hey, buddy, what's up?" And the next thing I know, he'd be handing me my guitar back, perfectly tuned, you know, with new strings on it, before I could even crack the beers almost.
Hell yeah.
Buddy Blaze is one of the best human beings that ever fucking lived. But he's passed again.
R.I.P., brother.
I left him out of my list of friends that passed that were very jarring to my fucking world, and that was Buddy Blaze. Yeah.
Well, I've got several guitars that are gathering dust, so if you want one, you let me know.
You know, man, I would at this point I would trade this guitar for a guitar that I could just tune in a heartbeat so I could fucking play it. But the truth is I have an acoustic guitar, man, and I really play it more than I play electric, even when I'm playing with a band, because I play a lot of guitar, you know. So I play most of it, and so I don't really have an excuse, bro. I'm just fucking.
You know, I just had a thought. Y'all can play instruments, and I've got a drummer and some other bandmates. We should play a song together sometime, friends, on stage.
Yeah. Put that on the wish list too.
Yeah.
Well, I can
Ain't
tell
no problem
you
for me.
more, a little more practically speaking for me and everyone else. is Truth Vinyl is opening back up in downtown Arlington. They've got a spot right
No
there on
shit.
town. Yes, sir. And open mic is Sunday nights. Thought I shared it over here tonight. I think this page got busy.
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Oh, yeah.
posted several band or shows coming up.
Kick ass. Thank you for doing it.
I was gonna save them all
Yes,
and then
I'm.
post them all in one thing, but my phone was like, "You don't have room."
I may have accidentally.
I am very interested in some of those shows. However, I was wondering, does Against All Odds have any shows after this Friday?
Yeah.
So after this Friday, we're trying to take a break in the month of March because we do have new music and we want to start recording that and getting that out. We have some shows in the works for April, May, June that we're talking about. We're just trying to hammer down the details and dates.
Okay, very cool. Who are you recording with? Or is it
Um,
DIY again?
We're still gonna self-produce because we don't have monies. But Ben has been honing in on his crafts, and then he's showing me some things, and I can't share other information that I want to share until later, but
Okay.
later this year. But
Well,
anyways, it's DIY.
All right. Well, shameless plug. If you ever want to record a song or two over at Bolt Neck with me at the helm, I would be happy to foot the bill on that one.
Hell yeah. Hey, Dave.
And I'll do that for you as well, Rick. I got that for you as well, Rick.
How much would you charge a band? Like if one of the bands hit you up and wanted to record a couple of songs over there?
I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Dave just wants to produce. He loves music so much.
So y'all
I
hit
do.
up
I really do.
hit up Dave and throw him a little.
No. This does not go out to the audience. Sorry, audience. Okay. I love y'all to death. I'm talking to Ariel and Rick.
Asking. All right, that's what I was asking. Thank you. Done.
Question though, for real. Yeah. I have a question. So the one song, because I've been recording it over here, trying to practice my own little shindig stuff. The one song that you gave me the first time, did you do anything with it? Did you give it to anybody else?
Which one was that?
He can't remember the song.
I've given her several songs.
Road Rash.
Yeah, same with me.
Yeah, that will be released as an instrumental in December.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. Sorry, I work fast. I move fast.
No, you're fine. You're fine. But I've been working on it at home with my own stuff, and I was like, maybe I should ask him before I keep pursuing what I'm doing right now. And then the other one, I think it was Shade, right?
Yeah, love that.
Right.
That's killer shit, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
so
she did
that
great.
One dropped. I'm working on a remix, a techno remix of that song. That'll be my first remix, so I'm very excited about that.
It's gonna be awesome.
And I offered you another track, but that ended up on this other album that will be coming out next February.
That one, when you sent it to me, that's around when my cat died. So I was like, phew.
Yeah, but. You know what? I'll be back in the studio on Saturday, and I will be back in the studio every weekend that I'm allowed to be in, and just constantly making music until it kills me.
Well, David,
I love that about you.
I love you, and I want to tie this all in together and tell you, thank you so much for offering me and Ariel to record even over at Bolt Neck with you. And so Ariel, I'm assuming that kind of even means like my song, but there's a lot of things I could say right now, but what's most important is I'd like to ask you also, because this is Thursdays. Oh no, these are just all their hours. Thursday 7. No, this is Thursday. Anyway, when I talked to him, he said Sunday, so I'll have to clarify. I could still do Thursday nights. But they have open mics there, and it's a record store. Do you remember Truth Vinyl? Did you ever go up there?
Yes, yes.
Did you ever perform at any of the open mics?
I did not.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only asking because a lot of people did, and I did. I performed a bunch of times, and I even, was asked to book the show, kind of. So I reached out to my friends, and we had a nice time together, and got to play our music and all that stuff. So anyway, Rick is the owner, and when you like write music and it's your real passion, something you have to do, if someone talks to you about your music, like they actually talk to you about it, like they understand what you're doing, or how, you can tell they're listening and they enjoy it, I'll never forget that. Like, I know every time anyone's ever talked to me about my actual music, almost, because I appreciate it so much. So this Rick guy has always supported me. He's heard me play most of my songs, acoustic, solo, multiple times, and he's always supported me. So because of all of that, I'm going to try my best to go up here and let it motivate me to play more guitar and sing my fucking songs and get ready to, just get out and have some fucking fun.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, man. Creating that which did not exist before is a beautiful thing. And if what you create on the spur of the moment can somehow make somebody else's life that you've never met better, I think that's a win for the universe.
Yeah. So thank you, Rick and Truth Vinyl. People like him, like Jerry, love him or hate him, it doesn't matter. He's helped, like Mr. Freak and the Freak Show band. One of the things that's up there at the Heavy Metal Hall of Fame is a flyer for Diamond Head and Raven. And that's Diamond Head. That's a pretty big deal, right?
Fucking A.
Okay, well, opening for Diamond Head was Mr. Freak and the Freak Show band. And
Nice.
I didn't just get to be on it just because Jerry's my brother. No, dude, I had been working really hard down there in Deep Ellum for months. And I've told this story before on which y'all, but there was a head shop on the corner, a pipe shop, a smoke shop is what they call them today, on the corner of Crowdis and Maine. So right there in the heart of Deep Ellum, across from Clearview, behind that other cool bar that was on the corner of Elm and Crowdis. And anyway, I was going down there to rehearse, okay? Because even with my bandmates, remember, I'm playing and singing guitar for 4 to 8 hours a day, easy every day. And it's something I felt like I needed to be doing. I was driven to do it. So, in an effort to look for a place where I could play music just on my acoustic and sing without driving people crazy, I went to Deep Ellum a lot. I went to a lot of coffee shops, a lot of places. But I found myself, well, fuck it, I can come right here. And so I would go to Cafe Brazil and drink coffee and play on their patio area for hours every day. Or I'd go over to Bus Cruise and play on their patio outside for hours every day. So after doing that for a few months, the guy from the deep end, who's a Muslim guy, so I'm going to use his voice, said, you need to play here. You come to to the deep end. I'm the deep end. You play here at the deep end. I'm like, no, I'm not really playing. I'm just practicing, because that's all I was doing. I wasn't trying to make money, but I did make a few bucks doing it. So anyway, he told me I could play out in front of the pipe shop. And so that's what I did. I started playing out in front of the pipe shop, and it was really good, especially when the Club Clearview had a good crowd, because I always had friends over there. And I'm playing out in front of the smoke shop. So I'd asked him, I saw a big wall space right behind his cash register that he wasn't using for anything. I said, hey, I need you to give me that wall. Like, I need you to like sign a piece of paper that says I can have that wall for the next 6 months or something. Because
Yeah.
I'm smart enough to know that once I bring it to his attention, he's got wasted advertising space. He'd use it for himself.
Hmm.
So I made him agree to it. So I was able to use this giant wall behind him, and I plastered all our shows there. I was plastering all the telephone poles. So I had to work hard to be in a position to get on that goddamn Diamond Head show. But we did it. We opened for fucking Diamond Head and Raven. And also, thank you, Elmo Jones Productions and Jerry.
Making dreams
Fuck
come
yeah.
true.
That's how you do it, man. It takes a lot of fucking passion, a lot of drive to succeed, man. But if you have
Absolutely.
it, like Ariel has it, Dave Jarvis has it. I believe that. Like, I love Dank. I think the fact that Dank couldn't do better just is it's a measurement of the sad state of affairs of, a creative, original music.
Yeah, but times change, people change.
Yeah.
I noticed in the chats,
There.
Perico said some very nice words, and I know they have a show coming up.
They do.
Let's promote our boys in Perico.
All right. So in an effort to do that, I'm going to go back over to, oh, there it was right there. Look at that magic. I love how magical life is.
Yay.
Reno's Chop Shop.
Half of the thing is covered from our little pictures, but
All right.
The Night of Texas Violence featuring Perico.
Hang on. I'm trying to move us to the side. There we go. I can't see it as big, though. What's down there? It's just the address. Oh, it's covering Out of Sight.
Out of Sight, Mortal Desecration. And this one is Saturday. So go see S on Friday and then go see Perico on Saturday. And this is brought to you by Silly Goose.
Wait, I'm not done playing.
Silly Goose.
How is Silly Goose doing?
I guess so far so good. She's picked up several dates around the DFW area and just hustling, man.
That's so kick ass, man. Yeah, it's out there to be had if you can, if you want, if you're willing to hustle.
Just doing the work, friends.
Let me just finish playing here. There's all my silly tags. There you go. Thank you, Reno's, for booking the show. Perico, Empty Shell, Mortal Desecration, and Out of Sight. A Night of Texas Violence. I noticed she uses that type of a title for her shows a lot.
And I know sometimes
Silly Goose is violent.
She'll work with Moonfallen, Kelly from Moonfallen, and Kelly will design flyers and whatnot. I don't know if she did this one.
Right. Okay, let's pop back over here real quick, if you don't mind, and look at these and get the hell out of here.
Ariel, did you
Yes.
put in your band for the Deep Ellum Arts Festival?
Oh, no. Hold on.
Okay, I really think that you would go over well. I'll speak from personal experience. Dank played the Deep Ellum Arts Festival, I believe it was 2013, and we played to over 5,000 people. And it was like at 4 o'clock in the middle of the day, and the storm just let up right when we got on stage, and the people just flooded. And it was so awesome. And what's crazy is if anybody out there knows Dank, you know that Dank has a song called Kindergarten Teacher, which is a very, very vile and vulgar song. So we start playing Kindergarten Teacher, and out of nowhere, unbeknownst to any of us, a stream of, I'd say about 8 or 10 little kids that looked about kindergarten age just popped up in front of the stage and started making chalk drawings in the street in front of the stage while we were playing this really vulgar song. And that's a memory that will never leave me.
I think you told me that before. That's great. Love
Says
it.
there's a $35 application fee.
Oh shit! Wow, times have changed. We didn't have to pay shit to get on that. Okay. Well.
Payment's already past due.
Oh. Well.
Well, Ariel, I tell you what, if you decide you want to get on a show somewhere, like whether it's Trees or Reno's or Haltom, whatever, just let us know, because I know I'd love to do anything I can to help you, promote it in every way and have the biggest, best show you possibly can. And that's what you should be doing, because, you've got a bass player now, you've got the voice, you're in control.
Yeah, we're hoping
Everybody
you're
loves
cool
your
with me.
band. It's time to go have some fucking fun.
Yeah, it is. We're talking about playing in Tyler. Butcher Babies is going to be playing out there with, is it Dead? DED? I can see their logo in my mind. And they're also going to be coming out here to Deep Ellum. So it sounds like there's a lot of other not smaller towns, but other cities, surrounding cities that are starting to bring metal into the area.
Well, I will have Phoenix this weekend. I don't know if Red Rock is friendly and all that, child friendly, and I don't drink, so it's not a matter of drinking. But there's any way possible I would go out there and even, or especially, bring Phoenix, because he would have a freaking blast.
Yeah, I would. Okay, let's promote this show.
Meow.
Meow.
Omniterror.
Omniterra. Avery Jade. The Shed. Is this an actual band, The Shed? Because I've seen this a few times.
So.
Yeah, I really hope so.
Sailor? Suler? It's got to be Suler. It looks like a
Grim something. Grim Scythe?
Yeah, Grim Scythe. Yep. But that other one at the top is Suler or something. I can't read it. STEES.
SULOT.
So it's February the 23rd at Haltom Theater, $12 tickets.
There you go.
Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
And I would like to say, Brian, Torch, Adele, Torch Entertainment, thank you very much for posting that on the Blow Your Brains Out. Everybody post your shit over here. I promise I'm not going to do this show without reading every flyer that's been posted right here. Oh, what the fuck was that? Whatever. When I clicked on that one, it went somewhere. Okay, because I clicked on the wrong part. So that's Mike there. Time Travelers this Saturday, February 22nd. Vintage Expo. Centennial Hall at Fair Park. 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. One day only. All right. Thank you for posting that there. Thank you very much. Oh, wait. Let me go ahead and like it real fast.
Yeah.
And who is this? This is Michael again. All right. Thank you again for posting that shit.
I like it already.
And then here's the Heavy Metal Hall of Fame coming up with the Mistress of Puppets. He swears by them that they're fucking, killer. So
better be.
Please take the time to go check them out if you're able. And then, of course, this weekend is the band Panic there at the Heavy Metal Hall of Fame.
With Mistress of Puppets is Kelly from The Deep, so at the very least, she's awesome.
Yep. So right here, Mosh Pit Entertainment, we have the Hillbilly Throwdown. Hello, Megan.
Yeah.
May 31st. Put it on your
We'll be
calendar.
promoting the fuck out of this show, and I'm proud to tell you, in my possession is the brand new The Trespassers. And I'm not going to play a lot of music tonight, but I am going to play the brand new song by The Trespassers.
Most excellent.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
It's already loaded. Promise it'll play. All right,
Swear.
so Megan Moshpit's been working really hard. We're going to help her promote this as much as we possibly can, and I hope that this 5th year of doing this Float Fest, I mean, I've wanted to go every year, but really, again, I've been broke. I've had Phoenix for 5 years, and so and I did go one year. I went out there, but it was raining, you know, and so I left. But it's at a really nice place at the Star of the River. If you check that place out, it's right on the river. It's good people and some of the best possible times you can have camping if you want to. Like you can camp out like in style. And so
Bring all your favorite drugs.
I hope I don't forsake this again this year.
Or none, if it's not your thing.
Ariel, enough.
Be responsible.
Stop
Do
that.
drugs
Stop that right now.
safely. Do drugs safely.
All right, so let's
No.
just break down the bands.
No, don't listen to her. All right.
Breaking Bad.
BYBO does not advocate safe drug usage.
The
The
Bad
one kid
Company
does. The
Experience.
one kid does.
All right, you know what? Ariel looks the best out of all of us, so you know what? Her advice probably should be taken into consideration. There's a reason I hide behind this icon. It's because of all the drugs.
All right, so the bands are Breaking Bad, Bad Company Experience, and of course the Trespassers.
Ow.
And everybody knows and loves Al Cortez of the band Cortez.
Fuck yeah.
The
And
Cowhands.
Bolt neck sound, so you know Chuck will be livening it up. I'm not gonna lie, nobody
You're
can do roots music live the way that Bolt neck does.
You're
Chuck's
going to
so
be in
cool.
good hands, man. He doesn't ever walk away from you. He's there the whole fucking time and he knows your music because he knows music styles. But once he gets to know your music at all or gets to know this through the song, like he knows how to mix it, dude. He's one of the like most attentive sound engineers I've ever had the privilege of mixing my live sound.
If Chuck can make Dank sound good live, he can make any band sound good live.
That's how I felt. But it wasn't just that. I could tell the attention, like, you know, he would put some echoes in the right space and he would actually turn up my voice a couple of spots and things. So, I mean, he was really paying attention and mixing, you know. That's badass. That you don't find, nobody does that. That's my point. Nobody what he does.
He dares because he cares.
Yeah.
He dares because he cares.
So love you, Chuck. Bolt neck sound, everybody. All right, real quick. I don't want to miss anybody over here. I had to go through these, so thank you both for being patient with me. I know there's
Huzzah!
Love that picture there at Dimebag Daryl and Tony Iommi. Submit your music. There's the show tonight. Before that, who's this? This is the Intemperate Sons. Friday, February the 21st. Okay, that's awesome, man. I would not want to miss that. And look, Mike shared it even. That's a Mike Lambert share. So thank you, Mike. Thank
Yes,
you all
and
for
also,
being-
quick aside, thank you, Mike, for helping me refurbish all these grain videos lately. And there are many more on the way, by the way.
Oh, yay.
They've been badass. Thank you very much for sharing it, Dave. It's, man, you know, it's all about how you experience a band. And I missed Grain the first time around, but I sure haven't missed them this time around. I appreciate it.
Bro, I'm not going to lie. This new one that we just dropped on Monday, One Night in Shreveport, that is pretty much everything you need to know about Grain. Like just the fandom and the psychotic love that our fans had for the band. It was just, It was a wonderful time to be alive.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. It was a lot of fun watching.
Well, Creeper Fest coming up next.
Yeah, Creeper Fest.
Saturday.
Shout out to Awaiting Abigail.
Our friends in Awaiting Descent and Kill House and Dreadland. So exciting.
All right,
Vane has a show that exact same weekend. Or exact same date, actually, at Trees.
in just a couple of weeks here. And thank you, Awaiting Abigail, for sharing that over here on the Blow Your Brains Out group page. There's that truth serum right there. Thank you again. And Commander in Chief, there she is, that violent gal. She is the silly goose. And there's that Reno show. And there's Ariel with her post Devil's Work Tour with special guest Vantana. That's this Sunday. Where at?
I think it was.
I can open it. Just gonna ask.
Ruins.
Yeah, it's swarms
Ruins.
on it apparently. So let's do. It's at the Limbo Room, and they don't give an address for the Limbo Room.
It's it just says Ruins on 2653 Commerce, Dallas.
Oh yeah, there's at
that's
Ruins.
that's pretty much it.
If you're a fan of industrial and industrial metal, kick ass. All right, looks like a good time. Glad we saw it.
Man,
So I also want to thank them for taking the time to post it over here on the Blow Your Brains Out group page. This page is important to me. I usually pay very close attention to it. I've just kind of been in more of a grin and bear it phase lately. Oh, Ariel shared.
Yeah, there's it. That's it.
Yeah,
But this is the one at Trees. They're playing almost the exact same lineup, minus a different band and a place in Tyler.
and that's Third String Productions. So there you go. Have you been down to the tea room yet, Ariel?
No, not yet. But I know our friends Shade and Here for Now. They've played over there.
Have they already? That is such good news. Okay. Do you know anybody from Third String Productions?
So I know a few of the bands that are a part of Third String Productions.
Yeah.
So I've been communicating with them about all of that.
Well, here, up your game because you're worthy. And Third String Productions is the biggest local production group and have been for a while. So what by so what and all that shit. They've done some big shit. So really the best advice, and man, I wished I could just zap you up there because I believe in it so much. You just need to go up to the tea room and have a good time a couple of times until the opportunity arises and you're able to talk to, I forget the two, goodness, it's trying to come into my head. But anyway, I know their names. You can get their names easy. And when you see them there, tell them, yeah, I'm Ariel against all odds, and just let it happen naturally. But make that connection because, you know, they are the biggest local production company, and you could get on some big shows like South by So What and all that stupid shit. Love you.
Love you.
Look, here's an opportunity here.
Wolvera.
Yeah.
Boom.
So that's at the tea room.
That's this weekend too.
Oh, is it this weekend? Wow. So is your show the 21st or the 22nd?
21st, yeah. We haven't played a Friday show in a long time. We actually,
Well, there you go.
one of the guys had to take off work. Actually, two
Keep
of
your
them.
party going. Go out there and have a good time with Wolvera and keep your head up. And when the opportunity presents itself, just be who you are and do what you do and enjoy it, and you know, make that connection. And I tell you, Armando, is that his name? I'd be better off going to the Gypsy Tea Room page probably, but here we are looking at their actual Third String production page.
I'll say this. I don't know if they still do it, but at one point there was a fantastic weekend-long festival in Medicine Park, Oklahoma called Mud Stomp. So if you are able to get onto that, they pay you, and you get to play in front of a pretty sizable crowd. And Medicine Park, Oklahoma, is really, really a beautiful place.
Okay.
Bloodstock, you said?
Mudstock, M-U-D.
Mud. Now, are they still doing it? Is that an annual event?
I see. That's the thing. We did it, I think, about 10 years ago. But yes, Mud Stomp, M-U-D-S-T-O-M-P, Stomp.
Sounds
Yes,
fun.
in Medicine Park. Yeah, we played the Friday and the Saturday, and they paid us $500.
Oh.
Okay, well, since you went that direction, one of the things that comes to my mind when it comes to really trying to, something that I think you could actually do that's pretty gangster big is Rocklahoma. Like if, for example, if you decided, hey, man, our band would like to do that if it were possible. I know me and Dave are behind you in everything, so we'd be behind you in that and try to support you in every way possible. And I'd love to go to Oklahoma, man. But you talk about band exposure, and it's just right there. And they do have all kinds, or at least they used to. I used to know a lot of local bands that went up there and played.
My best friend likes to go to that, goes to Oklahoma, and she wants me to play there so bad. And I go, I don't know how to make it happen, friend, but I'll try.
Yeah, well, I think you could really pretty easily. But you can also make some other things happen too. And I think that third string connection's a good connection for you. And, I love that you played Trees already and y'all did so well there. That's so fucking kick ass.
That was fun. I wish I had more time to absorb the moments, but yeah.
Oh,
so
you
Rivet
never will.
This show. I just noticed that. Sorry.
When you're actually making shit happen, yeah, the moments pass by so quickly, and it's
So
when the
fast.
moments stop happening that you start going, "Oh, remember that? Remember that?" So the key is to just make moments happen constantly. And what's awesome is because we talked to old boy from Narcotic Wasteland, you have a connection to Florida. So a tour is certainly within the realm of possibility.
Here's that Jaro Entertainment show with Vane. Glimpse of Death. 3/4 ton. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Violin Shredder. Breeding Thorns. That's right. That's that show with Breeding Thorns, dude. You talk about a band I'd love to see. They're also Sick. Sick put out one record that I love.
Those guys were funny as shit, man. That was definitely one of the funnier episodes that we ever had.
Yeah.
Dude, reach out to them. I'd love to have them back on. Tell them to join us for the concert calendar and promote this show. It's next week. They'll get back to you for that. Make it
Will
make sense.
they?
Yeah. Sorry.
I don't know. I have no idea what people think of us after they get off the show. And just like, oh, they were friendly, except for all the fucking jokes that they had.
No, I'm certain that everyone has a good time. What scratches my curiosity are bands like Hand Over Fist, because there are some people that it appears as though like there is some kind of personal like value standard that is crossed or something. And, people have an invested interest in a certain moral thing, sometimes. And since they have an invested interest, if you cross that line in their personal life, and I don't know why I think Hand Over Fist, but I love them guys. And they're playing Megan's show. They're playing the Hillbilly Fest. So Hand Over Fist, I hope you guys come back on again soon because we love you and love you being on here.
Oh, wait. Were they on the show?
They were actually on twice, Dave, back in the very beginning. Do you remember in the beginning when you were here, Randy Bell was popping in a lot?
Oh, yeah, Randy. Yeah.
He brought them on.
Okay.
Yeah,
because I remember they tried to promote a Lone Star Conspiracy show, and I was like, hey, I like you guys. Can you make that flyer without them? That's totally cool. And they stopped talking to me after that. It's
Yeah.
like, come on, man. You know, I don't know. If you've seen the show enough times, you know how I feel.
I do. Okay, I'd like to give a shout out to the Phoenix with Rockwood. This is Russ Rockwood. He's one of the true Pantera original guys. He could tell a very good story about my life. You know, this guy knows me so well. He could make a documentary or, about his Rockwood rose-colored glasses version of Rick Gordon as good as anyone else could. So shout out to my brother forever, Russ Rockwood, and his rock and roll show, The Phoenix with Rockwood, every Wednesday night, 10 p.m. to midnight on 128 dB Rock, playing music from unsigned artist bands from coast to coast. Music rising from the ashes.
Okay.
Thank you. That's a fucking exclamation if anything ever was. Exclamation! I said exclamation.
That's the bottom line, because Coors Light said so.
On that Rockwood. All right, I'm going through here really fast.
Yeah. Let's wrap this up because I need to pass out.
Ooh, look here. The Trespassers do have a show coming up. So that's the song we're going to listen to here in a minute. Everybody hang tight. Oh, I guess they don't have a show lined up. That's when the song releases. So the song releases March 21st, but you're going to hear it debut here tonight. All right, Dave, Ariel, thank you both very much for being here. I love you very much.
Love you guys.
Love you too, brother. Always a pleasure. Check us out next week where we will have Toxic Madness and Tiffany Jean Gauchut from the band Millennial Reign, as well as Toxic and Ain't It Fun. So we're going to have a whole lot of surprises coming up for the rest of the year. I cannot wait to meet some of these amazing talents all over the state of Texas and beyond. But more than anything, I just love spending time with my family, Rick and Ariel.
Hey, did you get my private message earlier about the band Hoxie? Anybody heard of band Hoxie?
No, sir. You put it in the chats over here in StreamYard. Okay.
Yeah, in the private chat.
Gotcha.
They have a song called Humans, and it's Hoxsey, and they described it as ambient punk music. And I'm very intrigued, so I'm going to play it eventually tonight, and I want everybody to know that. But I've had a couple of bands contact me that I think are just making a submission directly to Blow Your Brains Out Radio.
Most excellent.
Yes.
Do it.
Thank y'all.
Love y'all.
All right. So what we're actually going to do is listen to one of my very favorite fucking songs in the world. And Ariel, if you don't mind, I'd like you to send us off tonight.
I am hoping that this is the song that you're gonna say it is.
You already
all
know.
you friends out there, make sure you always finish your whiskey.
Good night.
Hey!
You can always say for the rest of your lives that you heard it here first on Blow Your Brains Out Radio. The Trespassers, Hot Rod God. You can get this song because it's available March 21st, 2025. Motherfucking Hot Rod God. I fucking love you. Thank
you for that super chat. Thank you, super chat. Thank you for that super chat.
Walk the razor's edge, feel a sudden slip. Run my tongue across my teeth and slowly lick my lips. Judged by 12, carried by 6. The procession of parade through the born-again advanced. Goals are halls, dreams are delusions. Hope is a lie, faith is confusion. Guns are fun, just too quick. Said it once before, don't tease the sick. My advisor died in the eyes. My advisor died in the eyes. My nose are frowned in the face of the clouds. My advisor died in the eyes. Losing my mind is over my mind. My advisor died in the eyes. Thank you for that super chat.
There you go. Thank you for that super chat, hedonistic punk vatos. That's just some Kill House Hide the Knives, brought to you by Hedonistic Punk Vatos. Thank you, each and every one of you goddamn motherfuckers, for being here and enjoying this show tonight. I promise I've got a ton of music to play, and every Wednesday night I intend on getting drunk and spending a good hour with you. Getting drunk's the joke, but spending a good hour spinning these fucking killer songs that I am honored to be able to bring to you and to listen together with my bros, my peeps. So I'm going to play, we're going to change we're going to play a couple of new songs, brand new songs, never heard before anywhere, I don't think. One is by the band The Posers. And then we're going to swing back around to some hedonistic punk vatos, because you already know we're going to play some hedonistic punk vatos like always. Motherfuckers, thank you, hedonistic punk vatos. Everybody get out and have a good time with these guys. Okay, so y'all remember this band, The Posers? Something Pop. Naturally flavored, 10 new songs. All right, they were kind enough to send me and you, because we are all rising in this together, a brand new song. It's called What You Do to Me. So this is for you, What You Do to Me.
Slipping away. You're you, but you're not the same. The change I feel every day is near every day. It's you.
All right, what an honor it is to bring to you the new music of the Posers. Hey, go get you some merchandise from the Posers. Go buy the songs, most importantly, so you can hear them and enjoy them, listen to in your car, in your home throughout the day while you work, and be inspired by good local music and what you do to me. Not just the Posers, though, all the bands. The best ways that you can support Blow Your Brains Out is to support the bands. It really is. I don't know if that sounds, hosey or not, but really, if the bands are getting support, gaining support by our viewers, then they're going to know it, and they'll support us even more. And we will all rise together. So please go out and support these bands. Get out this weekend and see my favorite band, Against All Odds, while you still can, because I believe in Ariel. I believe in her band. And, as long as they're together doing it, they're committed. I'm behind them because I want to see everyone succeed. Everyone, but especially people that I know and love and care about, and people that have shown that they know and love and care about me. Okay, so anyway, the best way to support us is get out and enjoy these shows, enjoy yourself, have a good time. You have every reason in the world. If I had a dream, I wish that I could somehow let everybody know you can get out and have a good time. There are so many legitimate, valid reasons. Life is truly magical. And one of the great things about music is that it is fucking magical. It takes you places and you see things happen. It's like nature. Nature and music are, almost hand in hand. Beautiful, beautiful magic, because you're, not so much in the box when you're in your music mode, whether you're enjoying it as entertainment or performing. Okay, so with that, I'm going to thank the band Hoaxy. I don't know if that's how you say it. Y'all correct me in the chats if I'm wrong. It's spelled Hoxsey. I would say they're one or the second of the first submission possibly that we've had to Blow Your Brains Out radio that was just someone wanting us to play their song. So I expect that to happen once I continue putting out these videos every week, which I can't right now. So thank you for being with me. I can't put these songs out or the radio out because I don't have StreamYard. I couldn't pay the bill for the last 2 weeks. So I have work this week. I'm hoping I can get the StreamYard bill paid because it's very important to me to be able to be on both Facebook and YouTube, but also to be able to chop up the videos when I'm done. I like having the Brainiacs video. I like having the weekly concert calendar separate. And then what's most important about this whole process right now today is having Blow Your Brains Out radio be a separate hour-long radio program. That's my immediate goal. I need it to be an hour long because I have that much killer fucking Dallas, Fort Worth, primarily, killer bands, like great bands. I mean, I could be the Brian Slagle of Dallas, Fort Worth heavy metal right now just by accident if I had the ability to put together a record company and management company and get out and enjoy music with these bands. And then maybe I could even, squeeze in my own music that way and my child's music. Phoenix Plays Music. We actually performed together one time. It was one of the most beautiful things. Okay, so I'm rambling. This band sent me this song. We're going to listen to it together for the first time ever. What do you think? Interesting. They told me that was ambient punk. All right. Thanks for listening. Let's pick it up. Pick it up with some Puerto Rico this weekend, Reno's.
Mr. Mouse, if I'm reading this correctly, it says you're getting a divorce because your wife has been terribly silly?
No, Your Honor. It's because she has been fucking goofy.
Puerto Rico. You do not want to miss that this weekend at Reno's, the heavy metal club in Deep Ellum, Dallas, Texas. It's a Silly Goose production. That Violent Lady or that Violent Goosey. A night of Texas violence with Puerto Rico, Empty Shell, Mortal Soul, and Out of Sight. All right. So, of course, you already know, because we already told, you're going to get some good music here tonight. But, man, there's a person in Dallas, Fort Worth that has the key to my heart, all my strings on my heart, practically my fucking soul. You know him. Everybody loves him. Fucking Lou Morris and Coilback. Let's check in on Coilback and the show they got coming up while we listen to Hollow Man.
While you're slave to all your lies,
There it is. Nothing left but a hollow man. I am the hollow man. Nothing left. Everything to gain. All right. So to all the bands that I love, because I have so much music like that I'd love to play for you and make this more of a killer radio show every week, I'm going to start wrapping it up with 2 more songs. And the first of those 2 should not be a surprise at all to everyone who knows and loves the Blow Your Brains Out family and the motherfuckers who are so punk because they do not give a fuck. Hedonistic punk vatos. But I have another surprise song, a song that takes us way back to the very beginning of Blow Your Brains Out. And the only hint I will give you is that it takes us back to our very friends that are really in all of our hearts, so part of all of our hearts. And that's Bottleneck Studios. So that's your hint to our surprise last song. Stay tuned. This one in your face, motherfuckers, because we're so punk we don't give a fuck. I said it. We so punk we don't give a fuck. I said it. I ain't ever gonna stop. We so punk we don't give a fuck. Hedonistic punk vatos. Mama, get my gun.
With my girl the other day, almost got run off the road. It was a guy in a Tesla. He's from California. I'm not a violent guy. This is my story. I know you'd ever seen that has just begun. The time to get up a seat. Mom, get my gun, mom, get my gun, mom, get my gun. Mom, get my gun, mom, get my gun, mom, get my gun. Get back. Take that. Get back. Take that. Pretty play. When I raise a catcher, I know you'd ever see. And that's just begun. The time to get up a seat. Get my gun, mom, get my gun, mom, get my gun. Mama, get my gun, mom, get my gun, mom, get my gun. Get back. California, like Texas.
Nothing but motherfucking brothers and punks, because we don't give a fuck. Right here, Blow Your Brains Out Radio every Wednesday night. 10 p.m. is normally the starting time, so we're going to say it's 10 to 11. Hopefully we'll be cooking with StreamYard next week. But we're going to pay our dues here, our honor, our respect. These motherfuckers used to move us. You talk about the magic of music. We're talking about music that will move a motherfucker. Get out the way. Don't be fucking with me. All I need to be and all I am is free. Free, motherfucker. Killdozer! The Trap Factor.
so? Would you hate me if I say I cannot walk on water? I am just a sinner's daughter. Pick your poison, make it stronger. Take a hit before the slaughter. Before the slaughter. Before the slaughter. You know I oughta take a hit before the slaughter. So would you hate me if I say I told you so? Would you hate me if I say I cannot walk on water? I am just a sinner's daughter. Pick your poison, make it stronger. Take a hit before the slaughter. Before the slaughter. Before the slaughter. You know I oughta take a hit before the slaughter. So would you hate me if I say I told you so? Would you hate me if I say take a hit before the slaughter? Before the slaughter. I know I oughta take a hit before the slaughter.
Step inside, take a breath, feel the calm in the air. Golden light, painted walls, there's a warmth everywhere. Soft and subtle like a whisper wrapped in a velvet glow. Turn the page, set the tone, let the energy flow. Every corner, every shade blends like magic, never fades. Drifting through the space with you, everything feels brand new. Soft and golden, let it shine, wrap me up in tones so fine. Everything just falls in place in your warm embrace. Soft and golden, let it shine, wrap me up in tones so fine. Everything just falls in place in your warm embrace. Soft and golden, take it slow, let the colors start to glow. We don't need a reason why, we just feel alive. Lullaby, exudes elegance. Lullaby, serenity and abundance. Lullaby, lullaby. And lose elegance. Lullaby, serenity and abundance. Lullaby. Touch a page, little grain, mix it up, make it right. Every hue, every shade turns the dark into light. We're a palette full of moments, tones of love in the air. Every layer tells a story and I'll meet you right there. Every corner, every shade blends like magic, never fades. Drifting through the space with you, everything feels brand new. Soft and golden, let it shine, wrap me up in tones so fine. Everything just falls in place in your warm embrace. Soft and golden, let it shine, wrap me up in tones so fine. Everything just falls in place in your warm embrace. Soft and golden, take it slow, let the colors start to glow. We don't need a reason why, we just feel alive. Lullaby, exudes elegance. Lullaby, serenity and abundance. Lullaby, lullaby. Every place, little gray, mix it up, make it right. Every hue, every shade turns the dark into light. We're a palette full of moments, tones of love in the air. Every layer tells a story and right there. Separable hearts, intellectual minds, all the colors intertwined. Every moment feels designed by love, by light, by you and I. So let's paint this world our way, with the warmth that never fades. Soft and golden, here to stay. In your arms I'll never stray. Malabar. Serenity and abundance. Malabar. Serenity and abundance. Malabar. 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 Serenity and abundance. Malabar.